it's wonderful to be a person of belonging in this community and all that it has offered to me and to us. It's just enlightening, I guess is the best way of saying it. So as Mild mentioned, the theme for this month is community. And so the first week is about living a sense of wonder. That there's a you and a me, and that equals us. Like we said, the me to we. And it's about taking what is internal and bringing that out into the external world. So we get to experience our gifts, our authentic self, and share that with the world, bringing it to community. And this topic reminded me of what Jackie had said in November about the sense of deep belonging that we all want. And life will give us all the experiences that we need in order to experience that sense of belonging. Once we say yes, the universe will conspire. And this community is a perfect example. Just like Mild said, each one of us is doing something in the community, and that is bringing us to the community of joy, of giving, of each person shining their light individually. The computer's frozen, so sorry. So the reason why I had asked Carolyn to do this song from the movie Frozen, which was the one that was on when we first opened, was because it really showed her moving into her power, where in the first movie, she was just so hesitant and afraid to show her power, to be in her power. And in the second one, she just moved into her power so beautifully. You could hear the conviction in her voice when she said, "I'm coming." And that really spoke to me. The call was from her intuition. And the journeys that she went on in those movies were the experiences that brought her to recognizing her authentic self, which was her belonging in the community. Because as she became her authentic self, that allowed her to be in her power in the community and serve her community at a greater level, which she couldn't do unless she was in her authentic self. So this is really about us becoming the God presence that we are and embracing that completely. If you look at it in your own life, if you say yes to a deeper sense of belonging and community, it's going to do exactly what Living the Science of Mind said on page 163, like Mild said. It's going to actually bring you everything that you need to take fear and turn it into faith, to take feelings of not feeling safe to being safe. And the more that you affirm the truth that you are safe, the more you'll actually experience that safety. It's our birthright to surrender and to trust the divine, that it will bring to us every experience that is perfect for our journey to experience that sense of belonging in a community, to shine our light. And the concept of what you give to others, you give back to yourself. Just the fact of giving to others, that focus is the community itself. By giving your light, your gifts to the community, you're automatically feeling that sense of belonging, but you're giving someone else a sense of belonging at the same time, which of course we know that we get back tenfold, whatever we give. Excuse me. And as Mild mentioned, I've been leading the prayer call for 3.5 years. And it's just miraculous to watch everybody shine their light and bring that to the call and all that it offers to each and every one. So we have a sharing section on the call, and each person brings the shifting that's occurring in their life, shining their light in their life. And that brings the sense of community for everybody else to see, oh, I can do that too. And it's also been a real gift and a pleasure to watch Jean move into her power more in the prayer. You can just feel the experience of the light as she does the prayer on the call. It just the same as you can feel it when she did the invocation today, which was absolutely beautiful. So thank you. And another example that I have around that is my experience with dance. Most of my life, since I'm very young, I had dance in my life in some form or another. And the dance instructor that I have right now, we do lessons that are 3 to 4 hours long, which sounds crazy, but it really helps you to get to the core of what's happening. And it helps you to break through walls. So one day we were talking and I was sharing with him that I feel safe with some dancers and then others not so much. And he helped me to see that I was allowing fear to be my power with those people. And so he said, just play with everybody the same way that you would with the people that you're comfortable with. And so I said, okay, I'm creating separation in my own mind. And so I'm going to have that experience. And so I took what he said to heart and I started to shift and play and realized that there wasn't anyone that wasn't safe. It was in my mind, my creation. So that allowed me to one by one turn fear into faith, which allowed me to then shine my light more in the community and to see the light of others shine. More relationships started to build within the community as I allowed that transformation to take place. Excuse me. It's really been amazing because each experience that I had was a nugget, was spirit saying, here is how you turn this fear into faith. All I had to do was make the decision to do it, and then spirit brought every experience to me. And I had to recognize that this was spirit speaking to me. This was my prayer answered. It wasn't just an experience. It was, you want the sense of belonging. You want to feel safe in this community. Here, follow me. Let me be your guide. And so I allowed myself to be in the pause, in the contemplation, in the prayer, and really examine my thoughts. What's behind these feelings of unsafety that I was having? And when I really looked at the thought, it was a lie. It wasn't true. I used the powerful tool of mental equivalent to create that feeling space of joy, of safety, which facilitated my feeling of belonging in the community. It helped to rewrite thoughts. It helped me to connect even deeper into my experience of spirit is my safety. I am safety. I can't be separated from my safety just the same way that we can't be separated from our trust and our faith and love itself. Safety is not separate, it's part of the whole. So it's always there, as is the sense of belonging. And so by doing that one step at a time, it allowed me to become more of my authentic self and automatically feel a sense of belonging. And as the relationships built, I could feel we all were having that sense together. It wasn't just me belonging, it was everybody else belonging together. So I'd like to do a little exercise where we just close our eyes. We just put our hand on our heart and just repeat in your mind or out loud. It's good for your voice to hear, your cells to hear your voice. And just say, I belong. Everywhere I go, I belong. I live in God, and God is all. Everywhere I go, I belong. Everywhere I go, I'm in God. I belong. And so whenever you feel a sense of disconnection from life, that's one of the tools that you can use to just stop for what took us 30 seconds to do that, and the nervous system automatically calms down, and it allows for the light to come through and to express itself as you, allowing for that safety and belonging to come through. Also on page 163 of Living the Science of Mind, Ernest shares that I believe at the heart of the universe, the essence of reality is God, the living spirit, is of the essence of pure feeling. I believe that feeling is back of every creative impulse, whether in God or man. So what does that mean? We can tap into what we're feeling and know that we are experiencing God. In that moment, no one can take it. It can't be changed unless we make the decision to change it through our thought. Our feeling is a manifestation of our thought. So we have power. The pure essence will come through the more pure our thoughts are. It's a blissful experience to just be in that pure essence with our feelings and know that it's not attached to anyone. It's just spirit coming through. It's a gift that's available to us at every moment. We belong in that light. We belong in that light. So it's important for us to nourish our own feelings, to really pay attention to them, to ask spirit, what is it that you're saying to me in this moment? And to just be with that experience of it, to not fight our feelings, to not fight what's coming forward for us, to just allow it to belong in our own feeling, which will allow us to embrace that of others. And the more we allow ourselves to embrace and connect with the other person's feelings, the more we're all feeling a sense of belonging together without having to do anything, just be who we are. Yeah. So that's what I want to share today.